Yeah, Brad, I'm Sean McDonnell, the head football coach at the University of New Hampshire. Played here 74 to 78. Coached some high school ball in the state of New Hampshire. Been at about 4 or 5 different colleges, between Hamilton College, small Division III school in NESCAC. I was at Boston University for 3 years, Boston College, Columbia. Then I landed at UNH in 1991 and been here ever since. No, it's great. The great thing about being at UNH and being in the place that I played and went to school, I know a lot of answers to all the questions on the test. And I have a knowledge of the history of the program, a knowledge of the university, the people that are here, whether it's professors, administrators, facility workers. It's great. And it's a great connection to be back at a place that you got a lot out of as a student and a lot out of as a player. Goes back to the kids, the type of kids that we have to recruit in order to be successful. We're a blue-collar program, a lot of lunch boxes, a lot of hard hats. Our facilities in the athletic department, especially in the football facilities, aren't great, but our education, the people that are in the program, we pride ourselves with great character kids, great integrity. It's a family atmosphere as coaches and players, and the university embraces that. You're looking for a kid that when we're in the recruiting process that wants to come to school, I think, with all the right reasons. The education, the people in the programs, the feeling he gets while he's on campus, rather than the great facilities and the limelight that other places have. Well, here's the deal. Matt Evans is a dynamic football player, and he's a typical UNH success story. Very wasn't recruited very much. Was an undersized linebacker, oversized safety. He plays from end line to end line. He has a tremendous knowledge of the game, has a great sense for the ball, and he plays really, really hard. And, when you got a kid that's averaging 12, 13 tackles a game and, putting up numbers where he had this year, we had a 21 tackle game and it's been a 19 tackle game. He scored 5 touchdowns in his career on defense. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's got great motor. And the other thing he does, he plays great with his teammates. He's a kid that our guys love to play with and look up to, and he's special, and we're really fortunate to have him. Well, we came off the weak side. He was dropping off number 3, and we had some pressure on the quarterback, and just a typical Matt fashion, he read his eyes pretty well. The quarterback got hit a little bit. The ball popped up in the air, and if you watch the interception, he caught it running away, the ball away from his body, caught it at his highest point, put the ball away, and he was a very good athlete. He was a running back in high school. Eluded 1 tackle, took it down the sidelines, and he got a score, quick 6-4. So just a great play by a great player. I just enjoy being around athletics. My son plays basketball here at UNH. He's a redshirt freshman basketball player. Just walked on this year. My other son plays baseball up at St. Mike's. I have great pleasure out of going and watch those guys compete at the college level, whether it's Division III or Division I AA or Division I. It's great for me. I love the golf, and it's a year-round job doing football, but it's also a year-round job about being around athletics, and that's a great thing about having 2 sons that are at the college level doing sports. The great thing about the weather is there probably isn't a better time of the year to play in the fall than it is in New England. And the changing of the seasons, probably some of the most special things when you come to a game at New Hampshire, the University of Massachusetts, the University of Maine, you look out over there in the foliage and stuff like that. We've been blessed in the last couple of years. We haven't had any snow, but we've got an opportunity to play in the snow a little bit. And, our kids from California and our kids from Florida, are excited. They embrace it. They have an opportunity to play in a different climate. But being in some New England and living here now for over 25 years, the changing of the seasons and just, the location being an hour from Boston and, right on the ocean is something special. And it's a really nice, neat place to be. Well, the biggest thing that we preach, and I would tell you, you can talk to our kids from 1981 when I came here as an assistant to where I am right now, is how hard you play. And we want to leave an imprint, an impression on the teams that we play hard, and we play smart, and we play emotional. And if we can do those 3 things with the talent that we have, we feel we got a chance to play. So when we talk in the locker room, we talk about those three things. You know, we talk about playing this game the way it's supposed to be played, you know, from sideline to sideline to the echo of the whistle. We talk about having fun doing it, celebrate everything you do well with your teammates, and the biggest thing is enjoying the game of football when you're playing. Well, the vision for the future is to get the next one. And, we have to build a program on a year-to-year basis, and we've got to carry over the traditions that we have of hard work, off-season programs, things of that nature. But we also have to, have some vision and know that we want to win the CAA, and we always talk about winning fall camp, and we always talk about winning the first game, and going one at a time, but preparing to do that and making sure that our program takes it one step at a time, one game at a time. Get through September, get to October, and then if we've done what we're supposed to do, have the opportunity to play in championship month of November. The challenge of playing in this league is that week in and week out, there's no days off. And I think the biggest evidence of that this year was the fact that Towson, a team in Maine, another team, picked for the bottom part of the conference, turned around records, losing records, and ended up being one, champs in Towson, two, a playoff team and a playoff winning team in Maine. Those kind of things just don't happen, in other conferences. And year in and year out, the teams like Rhode Island, the teams like New Hampshire, the teams like Maine, are competing against some of the best southern schools in the country, with William and Mary, James Madison, Richmond, Old Dominion, Delaware, Nova. It's just, it's a national championship league with national championship teams. Well, for the off-season, I'll tell you the biggest thing we're going to do is get back in the weight room and get bigger and stronger. And, we got to develop a quarterback, and we like the three kids we got in the program right now. But we're looking forward to, getting back at the things that we do well. And our players and our alumni know how hard our kids work in the off-season, and our lifting programs, and our mat drills, and our spring practice. And I can guarantee we're going to continue that tradition out here at UNH. It was an exciting time at UNH to work with Chip Kelly. Always knew that he was going to be a great coach, which he turned into, and I worked with him at Columbia before he even started UNH. And then when he left to go to Oregon, I had no doubt in my mind that their team on offense was going to be great just the way he coached. And when he got his opportunity to be the head coach, I think the lessons he learned from Bill Bowes, our head coach, and then our boss for our first 10 years here in Durham, are things that he was able to apply and use, and that's why he's so successful out there in Oregon. Great coach, great guy, great person to be around. Yep, this is Sean McDonnell. Just thanking everybody in Wildcat Nation for tuning in and listening to a great program, and it's just an exciting time of the year for UNH football. Thank you very much.